Plants, their parts and functions. Plants have various parts, each with specific functions crucial for their growth, reproduction, and survival. Here are the main parts of a plant and their respective functions. Roots. Roots anchor the plant firmly in the soil. They absorb water and minerals from the soil. Roots store food and nutrients, such as carbohydrates. They transport water and nutrients to the stem and other parts of the plant. Stems. Stems provide support, holding leaves, flowers, and fruits in the best position for photosynthesis, pollination, and seed dispersal. They contain vascular tissues, xylem and phloem, that transport water, nutrients, and food throughout the plant. Some stems store food and water, for example tubers like potatoes. Stems contain growth tissues, meristems, that enable the plant to grow in height and girth. Leaves. Leaves are the primary sites for photosynthesis, where they convert sunlight, carbon dioxide, and water into glucose and oxygen. They regulate water loss through tiny openings called stomata. Leaves facilitate gas exchange, taking in carbon dioxide and releasing oxygen. Flowers. Flowers are the reproductive organs of angiosperms. They contain the structures needed for sexual reproduction. They attract pollinators, insects, birds, etc., with their color, scent, and nectar. Flowers house the male and female reproductive organs, which are called stamens and pistils. Fertilization occurs when pollen from the stamens reaches the pistil. Fruits. Fruits protect the developing seeds. The fruit wall known as pericarp has multiple layers called exocarp, mesocarp, and endocarp. These provide varying degrees of protection. They aid in the dispersal of seeds, utilizing various methods such as wind, water, and animals. Fruits provide nutrients to the seeds, aiding their initial growth. Seeds. Seeds are the reproductive units of flowering plants. They can remain dormant until conditions are favorable for germination. Seeds contain the embryo of the plant and the food reserves needed for the early stages of growth. How do plants make food? Plants make food through a process called photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is a complex biochemical process that converts light energy, usually from the sun, into chemical energy stored in glucose, a type of sugar. The process begins when light is absorbed by chlorophyll, the green pigment located in the chloroplasts of plant cells, primarily in the leaves. Chlorophyll absorbs light most efficiently in the blue-violet and red parts of the electromagnetic spectrum, while green light is reflected, which is why plants appear green. Plants absorb water from the soil through their roots. This water is transported through the xylem vessels up to the leaves. Plants take in carbon dioxide, CO2, from the air through tiny pores on the leaf surface called stomata. CO2 diffuses into the leaf cells where photosynthesis takes place. When chlorophyll absorbs light energy, it gets excited and releases electrons. This energy is used to split water molecules into oxygen, protons, and electrons. The glucose produced can be used immediately by the plant cells for energy. Excess glucose can be converted into starch and stored in various parts of the plant, such as roots, stems, and leaves. Glucose is also used as a building block for synthesizing other essential compounds, such as cellulose, for cell walls, and other carbohydrates, proteins, and lipids. The glucose produced can be used immediately by the plant cells for energy. Excess glucose can be converted into starch and stored in various parts of the plant, such as roots, stems, and leaves. This is how plants make food. Each part of the plant works together to ensure the plant's overall health and ability to reproduce, making plants essential components of ecosystems and valuable resources for humans.